I don't expect this market to hit 200K in January. In fact, I'm very confident we're going to get weaker dollar from this administration fairly soon in 2025. So I'm very confident, big green candle in 2025. Do I have that level of confidence in the next 60 to 90 days? No, I would not be surprised if we got some dip and if this thing chopped around until March, April, May, and you go from 150 to 900,000 in 6 months because Trump figured out the reserve and we figured out Putin has a position.
Bitcoin's outlook for 2025 is filled with promise, despite a potentially slow start to the year. Jack Mallers, the CEO of Strike, predicts that Bitcoin could experience a significant surge, jumping from 150,000 to a staggering 900,000 in the span of just 6 months. While the market might face some turbulence in January, Mallers remains optimistic, noting that the gains ahead could be extraordinary. Patience will be key, as the market dynamics are expected to shift dramatically. Stick around for more insights from Jack Mallers in the video, where he delves deeper into the anticipated market movements. Also, if you enjoy listening to crypto-related content, please show your support by liking and subscribing to this channel by following the link in my bio. And get access to my free daily crypto updates and expert predictions direct to your inbox. Each newsletter contains market intelligence, on-chain data and latest updates from experts in the crypto space. All of this is available completely free of charge. Signing up only takes a moment and you can always change your mind later on. Now back over to Jack Mallers.
I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I struggle with putting myself in other people's shoes. I mean, I bought Bitcoin at $50. And I've been around for such a long time. I've seen these things. This doesn't surprise me for a second. If I were, though, upset at this, I think post FTX, it's been number go up literally. I don't think we've had many dips, literally, especially since the ETFs. I mean, we went from 20, 30K to 100. I mean, there was a painful 6-month stagnation of sideways, but sideways feels a lot different than there goes my net worth. So I think that this is a lot of folks. If you came here, I don't know, over the last 2 years now, because Sam scammed the world over 2 years ago. So if you came after that within the last 24 months, yeah, this is probably the first red candle where you're refreshing your portfolio balance and you're like, ouch, I got to close that tab on Zillow. Probably. That's kind of the only guess I have. Because yeah, I was telling Odell, the similarities to the 2016, 2017 cycle are so profound to me. People forget that Bcash and SegWit2x and UASF, that was in August. We didn't cross 3,000 until August. And we went from 3,000 to 20,000 in 5 months, in like 100 something days. So I don't expect this market to hit 200K in January. In fact, I'm very confident we're going to get weaker dollar from this administration fairly soon in 2025. So I'm very confident, big green candle in 2025. Do I have that level of confidence in the next 60 to 90 days? No. I think it's going to be the same as 2017. 100,000, big psychological number. This election was so emotionally exhausting. I think markets in America is very fatigued. I mean, Elon and Trump, everyone's fighting. I think people are emotionally exhausted. They're fatigued. The markets look like they're out of gas. I would not be surprised if we got some dip and if this thing chopped around until March, April, May, and you go from 150 to 900,000 in 6 months because Trump figured out the reserve and we figured out Putin has a position. That wouldn't surprise me. In fact, it kind of looks like what we're going to get. Well, hold on, put yourself back a second, because we're not even in 2017 yet. We're still in 2016 if we're comparing cycles. So we still need 48 more hours.
The FUD is coming.
Yeah, it's coming. Of course. What do you mean? Everyone's favorite.
Raoul Powell sold at 2,000. Remember that? And he was like, this is the top 2,000. And then it 10x.
Yeah.
Like, never go poor taking profits.
Vinny Lingham sold at like 900. He was like, this is the top. Like,
Raoul, Vinny, Voorhees.
I remember that.
A lot of people have gone poor taking profits, haven't they? Quite a few.
What people don't realize is it's actually good advice to take profits. But when you take profits, it's selling dollars for Bitcoin. It's the opposite direction.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the same. At the time, for people that weren't there, 2017, the run was the market got a lot of confidence and clarity that Bitcoin was going to work. That's how big that cycle was. That was the only time holding Bitcoin I was like, shit, my savings might go to zero. I mean, I was running a code patch from some random internet guy named Shaolin Fry. I had put my whole net worth on running a Raspberry Pi from some guy named Shaolin Fry. That's where we were at. But the market got the clarity, and Bitcoin is what we thought it was. And then it went 5 to 10x in like 100 days. Similar here is Bitcoin capable of, nation state stacking? Is that where we are? Is the debt levels and the deficit levels in America really that bad? I almost think we're entering an era where the Treasury matters less than the Department of Defense. I've heard Luke Gromen talk about that now, but I mean, you're entering an era where it feels like America's like, listen, the bond market's starting to get a little skittish, and it feels like Wall Street's like, hey, you guys aren't going to have me in the loss in real terms, right? We're the bond market, we're Wall Street, and it feels like the Fed and the Treasury and the government's like, this is about national defense. Fuck your portfolio. Right. Go call Larry Fink, and he got the lowdown. So anyway, I think that the market needs that clarity. Is it going to get it on Trump's inauguration? I think that sounds to me like Bitcoin Twitter hope. I know we all love BPI. I don't think on his inauguration that we're going to get that clarity. When's the market going to get that clarity? Would it shock me if it came April, May, June, July? And then we go from 125, 150, 200, and we 3-4x and blow up to gold's levels. That's my sort of expectation, I think. Yeah, and Calcanis, you're too early on the FUD call. Calcanis is everyone's favorite influencer, right? So he's warming up. It's like layup lines. I think in Q1, Bitcoin goes to 80. You're going to get all sorts of sailors. You're going to get margin called, right?
Mm-hmm. So many people are expecting a day one pump that we will probably dump.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, come on, how long have you been around?
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for news and expert predictions direct to your inbox.